because when you're there, you're seeing what is going on in the world, you're able to understand the world better. And when you can understand the world better, then you can relay some of that knowledge to other people. And hopefully the process goes on so that we can solve a lot of the problems that are facing the world today. I think what businesses have to understand more than anything else is that carbon footprint is somewhat of an old legacy type of concept. You have to look at the entire sum of sustainability so that you can adhere to different protocols depending upon what type of business you have, because stakeholders expect more than just energy efficiency. There's water efficiency to consider. There's waste efficiency to consider. There's employee relations. So it's an all-sum game, and depending upon which business that you're in, there are different protocols that matter more. So I get into a lot of that in my talks about what's the best type of protocol that you should be adhering to and why. The big question is, how are you going to do it? And that's what we really have to get into and dive into when you talk to different organizations, different government entities even. It's really the all-sum game of not just carbon offsetting, which is, okay, here's my carbon emissions, now I'm just going to go buy offsets. It's not that game anymore. It's really becoming efficient operationally from a management perspective, and then holding that out and communicating it properly. Well, if you pick up on the efficiency aspect of carbon adherence and sustainability adherence, throw those out for a second. Forget about being energy efficient. Forget about being sustainable efficient. Just be efficient. And if you start to look at your business from an efficient standpoint, it means you have to understand from the very ground up, sometimes literally if you're in the agricultural business, for example, all the way to the cash register if you're in the retail business, what your business and what your consumer and what your stakeholder is going through. So when you create efficiencies around all of these aspects, you're being energy efficient, you're being waste efficient, you're being water efficient, and that allows you to increase cost savings across the board. So you're organically, excuse the pun, becoming more financially prosperous just by being more efficient with everything that's external to your business. And so it really is just part of management to understand your business and then have accounting for it and then becoming efficient. So it really is just more and more about efficiency that will lead to financial growth. What's interesting when I travel is meeting people and putting a human face to any type of story. If you read the book Nexus, you understand how information networks are really driven by stories. And human stories are the most powerful things that we have when we create networks and communication channels. And those things lead to businesses because what they are is a manifestation of ideas. And so when you have a human story that you can relate to, that you can point to, that you can use as primary research for my books or that I can relay in some of my talks, it really is a much more powerful example to be on the ground than have an academic type of answer or solution to anything. Because when you're there, you're seeing what is going on in the world, you're able to understand the world better. And when you can understand the world better, then you can relay some of that knowledge to other people, and hopefully the process goes on so that we can solve a lot of the problems that are facing the world today. Well, what I'd like audiences to take away is three things. One, I want them to feel something, have a great experience, understand that, this can be a fun type of environment, or at least a positive environment where you can understand what's going on. You're going to learn something is number two. So you can have fun. You're going to feel something. Number two, you're going to learn something because we're going to have a lot of data and information and exercises to do. And then third, and most importantly, I think, is you can have something to take away and do. So it's not just a static presentation. You're actually going to be able to implement what you learned that day and hopefully felt good about, and then be able to take it home or take it to the workplace and actually implement it. So whether that's an actionable takeaway, whether it's information that allows you to join, a different group, or whether it's some little kernel of information that you're going to be able to use in your next meeting and go, oh yeah, that was step number 3 in the collaboration code. I really should hold on to something and then use my power in a certain way to accomplish my goal and get the best benefit out of this collaborative process for myself. So it's really about feeling, it's about learning, and it's about doing. So if I get those 3 things across, I feel like I win and audiences win as well.